All right, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Web Design. So today we are going to actually talk about the three most important things that we need to know before thinking of um, developing or building a website. First of all, we are going to talk about domain name and domain name registrar. Then after that, we talk about hosting and hosting providers. Then we talk about why we should use one company for domain name and the other for hosting. All right. Now, what is a domain? Um, I'm going to make an illustration to tell us what domain is. Okay. Basically, domain refers to a web address. Okay, a web address. Now, when someone comes online and clicks or maybe puts in that web address, it finds your website. So, an illustration now is your home address, your office address, your company's address, your store address. So when you give someone your address, that person can actually locate you with that address. This is the same way domain name works. Okay. When you see www.google.com, that is the address to find Google online. When you see www.alibaba.com, that is Alibaba's address online. Okay. Once you click it in, then you get Alibaba. Okay. That is basically how it works. Then, who are the domain name registrars, or what is domain name registrar? Domain name registrars are simply the people or the companies in charge of assigning a domain, that is a web address, to you. Okay? Yeah, you pay a little amount of money. At times it could be hundreds of dollars or tens of dollars, depending on the domain you want to use. Okay, now these domain name registrars are the people in charge of assigning a domain to you and making sure that the domain that you've been assigned to doesn't isn't available for someone else to use. Okay, like google.com is a domain for Google, and google.com got that domain from somewhere, from a registrar. Okay, now that registrar makes sure that no one can actually use google.com again. Facebook.com is a domain name. Okay, and you can never see facebook.com available anywhere else. Okay, now we have something that we call extensions, like you see something like .com, .net, .org, .io, .ai, .online, .store, and all of that. These are extensions, and the most popular extensions that we have, the number one extension that is widely accepted and widely used by people is .com. Then we talk of maybe .org and .net, then .store, .tech, and so on and so forth. Okay, all right. We have different domain name registrars. We have Namecheap, we have Hostinger, we have HostGator, we have Bluehost, and the rest of them. Now that brings us to hosting. What is hosting, and who are the hosting providers? What are their work? Hosting is simply like a shelf where you put in your book. Okay, hosting is just simply like a structure that houses the whole stuff that you want to use. Let's say an office space, that very building where you can actually get in your computer, your table, your chairs to have your office setting. That structure that encloses all of this is called your hosting. So hosting is just like a place to store your data. Okay, hosting is just like, you have a flash drive or you have a memory card where you um, uh, save your music, your pictures, your videos, so that you can actually watch them or listen to the music or watch the video or see your picture anytime you want. It makes it accessible to you, brings it on to you for you to watch it anytime you want to watch it. So this is what hosting is just like, is all about. Hosting is a place to store your files, your data. If you have a website, now you have your domain name. When someone says, oh, I need to visit google.com, and the person visits google.com and nothing is displayed to the person, that means there's nothing saved in the hosting, nothing saved, no file, nothing to be fetched from the hosting providers to display to you. Because when you visit the website and you see something being displayed, it simply means that the person has something saved, okay, by the hosting provider for the person or for the website to display. All right. So hosting providers are just companies that are responsible for giving you a space where you will keep your file for people visiting your website to actually see what you're offering. If you're a business owner, those write-up that you put up on your website, the pictures, the videos, everything is being stored by the hosting providers. Okay, so they sell a space to you for you to put these things, and you pay yearly, or if you want to pay monthly, fine. Then the domain name also you pay monthly, yearly, depending on how long you want to use your domain. And that brings us to the point number three, why you should buy your hosting from one company and then your domain from the other company. Okay, now let's assume that you got your hosting from Namecheap and you got your domain from Namecheap. And let's say something happens to your domain. Maybe let's say you built a website for someone and they don't have the necessary documents and Namecheap, and someone reports it or it got flagged off, or something like that. When you go back to Namecheap to actually resolve the problem and they ask you for some not necessary documents and you will not be able to provide it, that website will be down. Nobody will be able to access it. Now the domain is down and it will affect the host, the files stored in the host, because you're using one company for the both. But if you are using maybe HostGator for hosting and then Namecheap for domain, when something happens to your domain and you cannot resolve it, all you have to do is just get another domain. Maybe let's say you got freeride.com and now freeride got suspended. All you have to do is buy freeride.net. When you get freeride.net, you link it to your HostGator hosting. Then the only thing you have to do is just tell people that, oh, it is no longer freeride.com, it is freeride.net. Now when they click, they will definitely get pulled to, you link the domain that you got, new one that you got, to your hosting. Then when you link them up, when someone visits, they will always see the old files, the old documents, your old website will be there. Okay, so this is basically the reason to avoid getting, once you're flagged off, to avoid being to avoid people not being able to access your website. Okay, so having said all of this, let's get to my screen. Let me show you. This is Namecheap, and let's go straight to the domain. Let's see how to get a domain, to see if domain is available for you to purchase. So now come to domain. Once you click on domain, Namecheap is loading. Let's go to hosting. You come to domains, you click on domain, allow it to host. This is to load. This is HostGator. This is domain. So you can actually register a domain here. So this is SiteGround. I don't know if SiteGround offers domain services anymore. Okay, I don't think they do that. So here you have this is a Bluehost. Okay, now where is their domain? I've not really used Bluehost recently. So here is okay, you can actually get a domain. Type the domain here. Let's say let's use GoDaddy for now and search for online slot, and bear you in mind that you don't give spaces when you want to purchase a domain. Okay, you write everything together. So let's see how much online slot is here. Let's allow it to load. Now Namecheap has loaded. Now we'll put online slot here too. Then let's allow the query to do its magic and see what we get. Then let's go to hosting. Here it has opened up online slot. Let's see what we get. Now here, this is HostGator online slot. Okay, let's see what we get to. Okay, now we're not using SiteGround. Okay, here we're not using this again. Then GoDaddy, let's see. Okay, online slot is available here on GoDaddy. You have to buy it for 99.99. Basically, this is $100. Oh, domain taken. Oh, sorry, the domain has been taken. So if you wanna buy it from the person that paid for it, then this is the asking price. Oh, no, this is not even dollar. this is this is this is it pounds or euro? think this is pounds, like 9.99 pounds. Then here, let's get this loading. Hostinger domain is registered. You see, this Hostinger tells you that domain has been registered. Okay, and there's no option to actually buy it or from the person that paid for it, that purchased it. Okay, so now Namecheap might actually tell you what again when the domain was paid for. OnlineSlot.com registered in 1999. Whoa, a long time ago. So you see, we can actually get this domain, but you have some suggestion here to get OnlineSlot.net. This is premium. You pay $9,988 to renew at $16 per year. Then we have .org and all of that. Now let's try out this other name to see. Well, we need to get elliptic crypto. Let's see if it is available. Okay, here on Namecheap it is available.com. Ellipticrypto.com is available for 9.98 for 1 year. Now you have another suggestion to get .net for 11.98 and .org for 6. Okay, now let's see this. Let's see what we can do here. Let's search that same domain here. Elliptic so let me just copy it. Okay, let's see what we get here. Oh, here you have 4.99 for the first year. Let's see if really this is the price here. All right, okay, for 2 years get it for 21.98. Then for 1 year we get it for, it's loading, 9.99. Here Namecheap gives us 9.98, so we got it a cent cheaper here. Now here is 9.99. Then here, let's see here, see how much you get it on HostGator. This is the way you know where to get your domain, at affordable price. Okay, here HostGator gives us at 12.99. Oh, so costly. Well, then we have GoDaddy gives us at what price? GoDaddy is GoDaddy first year you get it for this. Okay, 0.01, make it yours. Wow. Anyways, you've seen it for yourself, so you know where to get your domain now and how. Now let's compare the hosting. Now let's go to shared hosting on Namecheap. Allow it to load up. Now this video is becoming longer. I have to speed it up. Now we have Stellar hosting. You pay 1.48 for 1 month, then multiply by 12 to know how much you pay. Now we have what this offers you is just a free domain name, 3 websites, 20 gig SSD, 30 mailboxes, and the rest. So what this means, if you pay this 1.848 times 12, that should be around let's see how much that will give us. Let's see how much 1.48 times 12 should be $17.76. When you pay it, you can actually, Namecheap will give you a free domain. Now remember what we said. If you are building a project and you buy these things together here, and if something happens to your domain name, it will affect your hosting. Okay, you have to start afresh. Okay, or maybe you have a way to back up your files and have them downloaded to your computer offline so that you can actually use them later if anything happens. So I would just advise, if you're on a very tight budget, what I do is just get this host for 17.76, then I go to Hostinger, then I get domain name here, then I link them up. Okay, there's a way to link them up. I will show you later. Okay, so that's that for that. Now let's compare Hostinger host with that of Namecheap web hosting. Let's see. Now the cheapest host here is at 2.94 per month, but what you get is you can host up to 100 websites. You have a managed hosting for WordPress, 25,000 visits monthly, 100 gig SSD, and you can see the whole of it. Okay, if you're on a very tight budget, I don't think you should go for this. So this should be 29.88. So call it $30 for a year. Okay, so all you do is just get a host from Hosting and then get a domain from Namecheap. Then in the next class, I will show you how to link the domain you got from Namecheap to the domain you got from Hostinger to the hosting you got from Namecheap. All right, see you in the next class.